Hello and welcome back. We are continuing with our discussion about Listia, and we are talking about the selling of credits, which is a fairly new program, and it's in its fourth month. They started this December 1st, whereby a Listian, someone who trades on Listia, can take the credits that they've earned and sell them back to Listia for cash that would be deposited into their PayPal accounts. It's basically a buyback program whereby the Listia company monetizes its credits. Now, prior to this, up to November 30th, Listia credits were valued at $1 equals 1,000. That was the basic idea. Everybody on Listia was comfortable with that. But then when they monetized it, they changed the value and they made the credits worth 5,000 points. $1 equaled 5. So automatically, overnight, everybody lost 80% of the value of their credits on Listia. Just like that. Bam. And especially guys like me, guys like Eric, we had millions of points and lost all of it. We had things up that normally would have gotten 15,000 points that are getting bids of 30, 50, 70,000. And for a second there, it seemed like, oh, wow, what the hell happened? We're getting great bids. We really weren't, because they were buying the credits and then making transactions with the sellers. And the sellers weren't getting what they thought they were getting because the value was less than it should have been. And the value continues to go down. It has become extremely unstable and unreliable. And sellers are getting more nervous. Things are going for less. There's been less interesting items up for trade because people don't want to take the risk of having their value tank. I don't like it. Eric is out. He's not going to be on Listia anymore. He quit. He's been there for 4 years. I've been there for like 3. Warren isn't going to do it anymore. Warren is associated with us. He's out. And a lot of people are bottoming out, I think. Okay, so this is the sell credits page. Minimum you can sell is 100,000. Right now, 8,000 credits equals $1. It used to be 1,000 credits equaled $1 before Listia started doing this. The buyer pays $12.50, 20% transaction fee, so they gouge you 20%. In this case, it's $2.50, and you get $10. When once upon a time you would have gotten $100 would have been 10,000 credits. Now, I don't know who this buyer is supposed to be. Listia is buying their credit back. So this is Listia making the purchase. There is no third party. So I don't understand why they're pretending that there's a third party and then charging you 20% as a transaction fee when all they're doing is transferring credits back to themselves, since as far as I know, Listia is the only one selling credits to Listians. I don't know that they're selling them anywhere else. I haven't seen any evidence of it. Now, the problem is, aside from the fact that this is getting outrageous, this slide bar. When you compromise with Listia and keep pushing this bar up, you make the value of the credits worth less and less. When you take that fast nickel instead of the slow dime and you keep moving this way, whatever you sold these at last becomes what the credits are actually worth. And that hurts everyone. Not only are you taking a hit by getting less and less value for your sold credits, but it affects everyone on the site because everyone's credits become worth less. What you should be doing is refusing the compromise and continuing to, if you are going to sell them, which I don't recommend at all, continuing to move the gauge down back where it started, which was 5,000, which is no longer available. because people have compromised so much that it's up here now. That's the current sellable value. And there's a double standard on this as well, because let's say I wanted to devalue credits deliberately. I could sell 100,000 credits, jack that all the way up here, and then turn around and buy a few million credits, and they'd be worth more to turn around and make purchases with. You can manipulate the market that way. There is no positive here. There is no positive with this whole system. And this, to me, right here is just absolutely unnecessary. I don't know why there is a transaction fee. You're getting charged enough on Listia as it is. So where does that leave Listia? Going the way of the dinosaur. I don't know how much longer it can last with the points continuing to lose value the way that it is. I don't want to list anymore. My other two partners that I have dealt with doing our surveys and things like that are out. They haven't listed anything in weeks. I think Warren hasn't been in there for 2 months. I barely do it anymore. It's just not worth it. You're not sure about whether or not your item is going to get a decent amount of credits anymore. Even if it does, the market fluctuations continue to make the points worth less. Somebody's dealing with shipping. Either they don't want to bid because they don't want to pay for shipping, or you're handling shipping, and if you're not getting decent points for it, you can't validate postage, especially since postage has gone up again January 1st. I've dealt with 3 other trading sites that were like this. The last one was Swap Treasures, and it's on life support. The one prior to that is completely gone. And I'm getting less and less interested in dealing with Listia because of this. I think they've really made a huge mistake. And I'd hate to see it just completely dissolve. I don't know about, I haven't looked, but I don't know if there are any other token economy trading auction sites out there that are as large as Listia has become. But I'm really not interested in looking for another one. It'd be a shame to see it go, but unless they do something about the way they have set up the market for their credit exchange and monetization, I don't know how much longer they're going to be able to hold out. I mean, I'm sure it's great for Listia because they are the ones profiting from this, from the purchase of credits. But eventually, that's going to slow down, and then it's going to come to a chokehold because people aren't going to want to list anything anymore as the value continues to go down. So that's where we are with that. Tune in next time, and we will talk about watching videos for credits. We had done a survey on the watching of videos for credits, which I think you will find rather interesting. So tune in again. Hope to see you.